Do I like men? Yes. Do I like men? No.
I find that relatable, guys, you know. Do I like men? Yes. Do I like men? No, bro, I'm not gay. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, your 4,000-year-old mommy is a bit sick, gentlemen. Suffering a bit from ligma, so please send your thoughts and prayers. No, jokes aside, I really am sick. But, you know, I was browsing on TikTok and I saw this woman saying how she's 40-year-old, recently single, meaning she got a divorce and absolutely ruined her ex-husband's life through no-fault divorce because she didn't feel sparkly. And right after she said how happy she is, how awesome life is, and I said, okay, this is some massive coping from a very miserable individual. So let's watch it, guys. Again, I've watched 5 seconds of this and have to tell me this woman is a B-word and absolutely terrible. So let's have a look at it together and let's analyze it, shall we? Please like and subscribe, guys. And I know that I'm immortal, but if I don't make it, guys, because I have a bit of temperature, know that I've always loved you. But now, enough with the gay shit, let's get started.
Okay, so I've been single for almost 1 year now, loving it. She's healed, she's happy, she's having the best time, in total control of my life, my peace, every day. It's amazing. But obviously I've dipped my toe back in the dating game, jumped on Hinge, and well, I knew it was going to be a different affair having been out of the dating game for 7 years, but oh my god, what is going on?
So I presume her marriage lasted 7 years, maybe not in a marriage, just a relationship. Of course, she's not going to tell us about how she dumped the man for no apparent reason, like most women do, right? But well. And then again, guys, every time we cover a video of a woman saying how happy she is, I read the comments and there's dozens of you pointing out the absolute, like, clear as water fact that if you're happy, you don't need to be rubbing it all over everybody's faces, right? It's just such a basic point, yet these women don't get it. You look absolutely miserable and pathetic when you constantly repeat to everyone the first second you meet them how happy you are with your life.
For probably the fourth time this week, no, the fourth time in total, but this week, I got a similar message from someone I went on a date with. We had a really good time. We had so much in common, like very similar lifestyles, into all the same things, similar career sort of points. We hang out at the same places, like very much on the sort of same trajectory, a lot in common, and had a really good kind of vibe. So I was up for seeing him again. So before we even arranged to see each other again, he was also up for seeing me again, by the way. And he was quite flirty, and then hit me with the just want to manage expectations. I'm not actually looking for anything serious, which I think you might be. I was like, hold up. I've heard this before. This is like something that keeps coming up with older men. By older, I mean like my age, which is 40. And I was like, this time I'm just going to ask. I'm going to ask, what do you mean, like me? And he said, well, I think on your profile it said looking for a long-term relationship. And I was like, well, yeah, like that's what most people are looking for eventually, but that doesn't mean, look, you just see if it goes there or not, don't you? That's what I'm open to and looking for eventually. And I said, but it says that on your profile too. And also, if you were actually listening and thinking straight during our date, then you would remember that I'm not even in the country from September to February. So I'm not really presenting myself as like marriage material. I'm only looking for something serious, and dating is my top priority now. So all I've said is I'll go on another date with you. So,
are you starting to miss your ex-husband already? The grass wasn't so green. You weren't able to secure that child you thought you would. How did that turn out for you, leaving your relationship for no apparent reason? Hey, enjoy your life single forever. Have at it.
Anyway, that was that. But it really has made me think, because this has happened maybe like 4 times. And then these guys are like, they don't disappear. They very much want to stay in my life, and they very much want to stay around, but just as like insignificant others. I have a long list now of men who have like placed themselves in my life as insignificant others, and some of them have the strangest tactics. I'll have to do a whole other video on some of their special tactics, because wow, I don't know what they think they're going to achieve. Someone help a girl out. Like, what is going on? Is everyone just absolutely terrified of commitment, that they are just trying to shut everything down before it can even start? I don't get it.
I mean, yeah, sister, you're a 40-year-old who either got divorced or dumped someone's ass after 7 years. Hell yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm terrified. I would rather use concern, but yes, you can use terrified as well. Yes, I am terrified of having my heart broken, my money wasted, my sanity going out the window. Yes, absolutely. We have no fault divorce. We have women divorcing left, right, and center. 70 to 80% of the divorce is initiated by women, you know. Yeah, it's really not that hard to figure out. Yes, we don't want to deal with a 40-year-old who already comes from a broken relationship, who hasn't been able in 40 years to secure a man. I know, it seems basic to me.
Like, there's nothing less attractive to me than not being open to the possibilities. Like, if you're in a good, happy place, then let's just see. That's my take anyway, but apparently that's not how we roll. We've got to shut it down before you get any silly ideas now.
Yeah, we're not in a happy place. Dating is a truck loaded with crap. That's what dating is, for men especially. So yeah, we don't come from a happy place. Like you, madam, who, as you said, you are so happy, so healed, everything is so great, amazing, wonderful, and all these other words. Again, it's just so odd, guys. Can you imagine you go to work, right? It's a Monday morning, and you see your boss. You don't even say hi. You just go and say, hey, boss, you know how happy I am to be here? Oh, I'm just so joyful, man. This work is amazing. I'm having a blast. Having the time of my life at work. It's so great. It looks psychotic. It really does. Like, I don't know who these women are trying to fool, constantly repeating how happy they are. Right, you're extremely miserable. Maybe we can see right through it. But anyway, guys, let's move on to navigating single life in your 30s. Well, my favorite topic. So, let's get started, guys, and then we'll move on to our article.
I've just posted a video that went viral asking single men a question about where they hang out, basically, to help us single women in their 30s looking to date and find a relationship, to I don't know, to understand like where to find them. And wow, she's so right. The comment section got wild. So it's fine. Like, I mean, you can't please everyone, but damn, I didn't think it would get that wild. I don't know what triggered that many hateful comments.
Of course she doesn't, guys. Is anyone surprised? Of course she doesn't understand what, you know, difficulties men face. Because here's the thing. Women, they don't go through a single hardship in dating. No, not a single one, guys. Everything is so available to them. Everything is so easy for them. They have hundreds of options. Everybody wants them. Everybody pays them attention. Everybody loves them unconditionally. It's so easy for them that they simply don't understand why men are upset. So this comment right here says, we're so hopeful seeing this question, where can we find men? But wow, did the comments disappoint? Because probably men said, I don't want to be found and go fuck yourself. And oh, isn't it interesting how I've been chasing women up until their 30s and they didn't give me 5 minutes of their day. Yet now that you're 30 and you're looking for a retirement plan, you come back to us, you happy. Probably something along those lines, right? Which is absolutely correct. And women, guys, whenever men complain about dating, they are like, oh, you whiners, you crybabies, you know? Or you incels, oh, you're so pathetic. This is the crowd that tells you to share your feelings, yet the moment you do, it's not even a feeling, it's like a statement of dating. The moment you do, they start crying because they don't really want your opinion, right? These women, guys, they don't care about how you feel or what hardships you encounter. So, oh, the comments are so disgusting. Well, we don't give a fuck. That's the bottom line. We simply don't care, which is why now that you're in your 30s looking for men to be providers, they are giving you the fat middle finger to your face and they're telling you, we don't care. We don't care anymore. These are men who have been probably chasing women for about a decade of their lives, trying to buy flowers and, you know, all these things, to no avail. So now they simply don't care. They've learned the game, and you see how women are upset, right? Because, yes, I know I've disregarded you like a piece of garbage, but now I will find it convenient if you were to pay my bills. And then, of course, she gets upset when she doesn't get that, right? Go to hell.
I think maybe it's the have their lives together part that I really didn't mean in a bad or offensive way. More like that maybe I meant someone who loves their life. That's it. Like, even like.
Oh, so in this previous video, apparently she told men, I'm looking for a man who has his life together, and she got shit for that. Well, of course you did. Because again, when women are in their 20s, they don't date men who have their life together. They date the one with a massive wiener who can break them in half. They date the guy who's 6 feet tall. They date the guy who's rich. They date the guy who's famous. They don't care about having your lives or your morals together, right? And now that they're in their 30s, now there's this whole epiphany phase, guys, of, no, I know my worth and you gotta do better. Oh, shut up. Shut up, please. Nobody is going to do quote-unquote better for you, right?
Like, nobody has their lives together, like 100%, and I understand that. Anyway, I don't want to justify this. I'm just saying, girls, I wanted to do us, I don't know, I wanted to help us, and comment section got wild. I'm gonna make another video though to report the good comments, which I'm filtering right now, and maybe let me know if you want me to make another video about the hateful comments, because they are kind of attacking me, but I'm not taking it personal, and I think some of them are really funny. Like I don't understand why someone would take some time and energy from their day to like why did they feel the need to actually like stop the scroll, comment something. Anyway, so
because in their infinite grace, they want to bring you back to reality. That's why. This woman, guys, is like a 14th century royalty, you know, who is filthy rich, looking at the, you know, the peasants who have barely enough to feed, and saying, oh, I don't understand why they are so sad. Why aren't they happy? But why, when I walk through the village and I step down from my altar of, you know, fucking expensive gold and shit, why is it when I go through these peasants that live in muds, why is it that they're always frowning and sad and everything is so grey? That's this woman. She hit 30, she just comes from the best part of her life, which is when she was young and attractive and she had thousands of options. And she's like, why do men get upset over dating? Why do men, you know, start frowning and writing bad comments? So why is it, guys? Well, dating is so easy and so fine and so yippee-yay. You know, why are men upset? She just cannot begin to comprehend it, guys. But let's finish this.
So yeah, just to say that, like, I'm gonna come back for you with to report the actual useful answers. I've got you.
Oh, thank you. You got me, guys. She got me. I can sleep easy now. You know, isn't it funny, guys, how these women at 30, they are chasing men who have their lives together. Isn't that interesting, you know? They've never thought about these men. They've never considered them. They've actively dismissed them to be with the bad boys and to be with the men who lead to no serious relationship for a decade, from 20 to 30. Even, well, they start hooking up at 12 now, so you could say 2 decades, but let's say a decade, right? And now that they're in their 30s, suddenly the morals change, the values change. Oh, I don't want to be played anymore. I don't want to give my body away anymore. I'm looking for a provider who has his life together. Jeez. Sweet Louise, guys. Am I alright, fellas? Oh. I confessed my feelings to my best friend. She didn't feel the same. Now I'm sitting with everything that comes after. Haven't read this, guys. It's quite long. Like my wiener, some might say. Probably not the best story to read with a sore throat. But hey, the things I do for love, guys. The sacrifices I make for you, right? Like and subscribe. So, a few weeks ago, I, 29 male, posted about wanting to confess my feelings to my best friend, 27 female. After months of emotional back and forth, I decided to be honest with her. There had been closeness, physical affection, long vacations, and friend dates that blurred lines, and it felt like it was time to stop guessing. So what I'm guessing is that she just liked the attention, right? Which is why she maybe stepped over the line. She just enjoys the attention. So I did it. I told her, even when I actually deep down already knew the answer. She was kind, quiet, unsure, and respectful. She said I'm one of the most important people in her life, if not the most important. She had thought about it and about us, and yada, 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 yada. The answer is no. The answer is no, right? You're a guy, and you're wondering if a woman likes you. If she doesn't say, yes, I do, please impregnate me, she probably doesn't, alright? It's that easy. If you have to think it through, the answer is no. If she likes you, you confess, and she's like, yes, please. That's the answer you should get, guys. Oh, you're one of the yada yada long text. No, she doesn't like you. But let's see what she said. You had thought about it and about us multiple times before in that marry your best friend kind of way, but she doesn't feel that kind of romantic feeling towards me. She still wants us to remain close, and we agreed to let this settle before we talk again about how to move forward. We didn't really have much time to talk. And even though that conversation went as well as it could have, I left feeling tired. Not disappointed in her, not angry, just exhausted. I've done this whole emotional, mature person who does the right thing so many times, and yet I keep ending up in the same place. I'm the great guy, the safe space, the one everyone misses and appreciates, but not the one anyone chooses in that way. Again, guys, can I get the biggest whale in human history? It's just every time is the same, guys. Now, is this guy ugly? My guess is not, right? Most men are not ugly. They're average. There's nothing wrong with being average. But yeah, I just think that if you were over average, she probably would have considered you. She just simply doesn't like you, right? And again, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I don't think that every woman is forced by some divine law to like every man who is a great guy. No, but you know, when you look at it societally, we have all these women, guys, whining their asses that they can't find a great guy in a safe space and someone they appreciate, yet we see society is over flooded with these men. Society, guys, is filled to the brim with fucking men who are great guys and safe spaces and take care of you and cherish you and will give their lives for you. Yet these women want to pretend as that there are no good men. There simply aren't. This is why we're all single. Oh, shut up. Shut your dirty mouth. It's simply not the case. So there again goes a man that is absolutely invisible to every single woman who walks the face of earth because he's not Chad, right? I'm frustrated. I've walked through so many things in life like school, university, housing and career, but this part, romantic connection, keeps slipping through. Of course it does. And it's not that I'm unloved, I'm just not loved in that way. And when I am finally interested in someone, when I feel truly connected, it turns out they don't feel the same. Of course, because you're probably a guy with good morals, good values, you're hardworking, you know, all these things. Excuse me, all these things that make you flourish in literally every aspect of life except love. Because you see, women are not attracted to good things. They're like demons, guys. They're harpies, you know. They simply don't like it. They don't like hardworking. They don't like good morals. They don't like you treating your mother right. If you start beating her all throughout the house, then maybe she'll pay attention to you, right? If you're a bad boy and you've got nothing going on, and you waste all your money, you're unable to save, but you happen to be a bit attractive, oh, the forehead over heels, right? Sorry, mate. I'm not looking for pity, I'm just tired of being told how great I am by people who don't want to actually be fully with me. I don't want compliments, I want connection, mutual, real, romantic. I want to stop being the one people talk to about their love lives and finally be part of one myself. Well, sorry, you're gonna die alone and sad. Sorry, you know, born in the wrong generation. Sorry, there's no love for you. Look, there's hope. There's this one out of probably 10,000 women who values all the good things you bring. Hey, if you find her, congratulations. Probably you won't. And again, you'll die alone. Because there's no women who actually value good things. So there's no reason to be upset. You can be upset for a while, but it's just how it is. You know, deal with it. This is the cards we've been dealt with. And women simply, they don't like good. They like evil. They like getting pumped and dumped. They like, men who don't value them. I'm gonna go back to this video, guys. Right? This woman is 30 and single. She's had her fair share of men, just like in this article story. Which is why men are upset when you go on the internet and you ask, where are all the good men? Oh, they are there. They've always been there. Yet they have been invisible to you. And now that you are 30 and over 30, you want them as slaves. You want their money. You want their labor. You're looking at them as slaves, right? Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be single by 30 because you have thousands of these men at your reach. Let's go to the other one. This one right here, guys. Same story. She's 40 and single. Look at how surprised she is. She's 40 and single. She had her chance. She could have been with one of these many men. Yet she doesn't. What does that tell you? She doesn't value those men. She wants the bad boys. Yet is now complaining on TikTok that on Hinge there are no good men left. Well, it's because men have learned that the only way to get between your pants is by being assholes. That's what you want, women. When are you gonna stop being dishonest about it? But now, guys, let's finish this. Telling her was still the right decision. I will have carried it with me for years otherwise, but now that it's out, I'm just standing here with this mix of peace, resignation, and quiet frustration. I just don't know right now. Is it the right thing to start dating again? To go through the same cycle over and over? No, it's not. Which is why men are stopping to dating en masse, which is why men are opting out of marriage, which is why men have stopped en masse asking women on the streets. They have stopped asking for your numbers, ladies. You know, it's because of this, because we don't want to go through the same cycle of if you're not an asshole, you're not getting anything. If you're a good guy, chances are the only time in your life a woman will look in your direction is when she wants to milk you from your resources, right? And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be no slave. You know, personally, guys, if I could choose between living alone and being someone's slave who uses my money just because it's a benefit to her, and then she can divorce me and take even more of my assets away. Yeah, between those two options, I'd rather be single. I don't know about you guys. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We'll finish it right there. I went a whole video without insults, I think. Or at least without having a mental breakdown, you know? So please like and subscribe, guys. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.